Story 1, time travel. I should probably start by saying I'm not the type to believe in weird stuff. UFOs, ghosts, time travel. None of it. But what happened last week? I don't know how else to explain it. Or even if it can be explained. It started when I was organizing an old box of family photos my mom dropped off. Just random stuff, birthdays, vacations, bad haircuts from the early 2000s. I was halfway through when I noticed an envelope tucked beneath the stack. No label, no handwriting, just there. Inside were 5 photos, actual printed photos. Not digital, not Polaroids, like they were developed in a dark room. The first one, my stomach tightened. It was me, or someone who looked exactly like me, dressed in what looked like medieval clothes, not costume party cheap real. Handmade rough fabric. I was standing near what seemed like a wooden market stall. The background showed a stone castle, and everything about the image felt wrong. I stared at it for minutes, thinking maybe it was a Photoshop prank. But the details, the lighting, the grain, even the dirt under my nails felt disturbingly real. Then I pulled out the second photo. This time, I was seated in what looked like a Renaissance workshop. Wooden shelves full of scrolls, glass instruments, strange mechanical devices. I wore a long coat, stained with ink, holding a quill midair. Like I was writing something important. My face, it was mine. Same mole under the left eye, same faint scar on my chin. I started to feel this tightness in my chest, like something heavy was sitting on it. The third photo was different, a future, or what I can only describe as a future. Broken buildings covered in vines, rusted cars stacked like barricades. I was there, standing in front of a burning barrel with others dressed in scraps. My face was dirt smeared, but unmistakably me. Same eyes, same everything. I checked the backs of the photos. Blank, no dates, no markings, just that faint chemical smell old photos have. I ran to my laptop, scanned them, and used every reverse image tool I could find. Nothing. They didn't exist online. No stock photos. No Reddit threads. Nothing. I called my mom, trying to stay casual. Asked if she'd ever seen those photos before. Her pause was ... longer than it should have been. She said, "No, I don't think so." "Where did you find them?" I told her. She got quiet, then said, almost whispering, maybe they belonged to your grandfather. He used to collect strange things. Except I never met my grandfather. He disappeared when my mom was a kid. Vanished. No trace. No explanation. That fact hit me harder than it should have. Later that night, I couldn't stop staring at the photos. I noticed something. In the corner of each image, barely noticeable, was a shadow. Not a person, not an object. Just ... a shape. The same shape, same position. As if something or someone was there every time. I tried to sleep, but every time I closed my eyes, I saw flashes, not dreams, more like memories, the sound of horseshoes on cobblestone, The sharp smell of ink and burning oil. The distant rumble of collapsing buildings. None of it made sense. None of it should be there. When I woke up, there was a sixth photo on my nightstand. One I hadn't seen before, fresh, crisp. It showed my bedroom, me, sleeping, taken from the foot of my bed. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm losing my mind or if something's trying to remind me of something I was never supposed to forget. If anyone's ever experienced anything even remotely like this, please tell me. Am I the only one? Story 2 Parallel Universes. I don't even know how to start this. But maybe it makes sense to just say it outright. For the past 3 days, every reflective surface around me, my phone screen, my microwave door, the bus window has shown me, but not quite me. It started at work. I was microwaving leftovers in the break room when I noticed my reflection wasn't syncing perfectly. I blinked and it didn't. I tilted my head slightly and the image copied a second too late. I laughed it off, assuming the microwave glass was warped or something. But then it happened again, on my phone, on FaceTime. My reflection would sometimes smile. When I wasn't, by the second day, things got worse. I was scrolling through photos in my gallery, random shots from my apartment, my desk, my neighborhood. But in 5 different photos, I saw something I swear wasn't there when I took them. A man, same posture, same blank stare. In one, he was half hidden behind my living room curtain. In another, reflected in the glass door of a coffee shop. Small, faint, easy to miss. I spent an hour zooming in, back and forth, convincing myself it was a trick of light, a smudge, a coincidence. But it wasn't. On the 3rd day, my phone glitched while unlocking. The screen flashed white for a second before loading, and I swear I saw myself, but not me. My hair was shorter. Same shirt, but different, like an older version of one I owned years ago. Then a notification popped up, but it wasn't a normal one. It was like part of the interface, but glitched. A single sentence. He's close. Look behind the mirror. No sender, no app, just those words. I froze. Stared at my bathroom mirror for what felt like hours. My breathing got shallow. I listened nothing but the hum of the fridge and distant traffic. But there was something off about the mirror. Not the reflection, the frame itself. A faint line along the wall, like someone had taken it down and rehung it improperly. My hands were shaking as I reached for it. It felt heavier than I remembered when I finally pulled it away from the wall. There was nothing except scratched into the drywall, almost invisible unless the light hit just right. Stop looking. He knows now. I dropped the mirror, backed away. My chest was pounding so hard, it felt like it was shaking the floor. For a second, just a second, I thought I saw movement in the TV screen behind me. Not a person, a shadow, a glitch. Something folding in on itself. I haven't slept since. Every screen, every window, every reflection. I avoid them now. I cover everything at night, but sometimes I still catch it. A flicker, a version of me dot staring back. And someone right behind me. If anyone has ever experienced something remotely like this, please tell me. Am I the only one seeing them? Or am I just the first? Story 3, digital manipulation. I don't even know how to start this. I guess I never thought something like this could happen to me. I'm not famous. I'm not anyone special. I just work. I live. I mind my own business. But 3 nights ago, everything shifted. It started with an email. No subject line, no sender name, just a blank address that made no sense. I opened it without thinking stupid, I know, and there it was. An image, my face, my body, doing something I would never ever do. At first I just stared. My mind went blank. I felt cold all over. My eyes scanned every corner of the image, looking for some clue that it was fake, something, anything. But it was flawless. The lighting, the angle, even the mole under my jaw was there. Then the message appeared, "Hey, or everyone will see this." No explanation. No account number. Nothing. Just that one line. I closed the laptop, locked it, sat there in the dark, breathing shallow. I felt like the air itself was too thick, pressing into me. I tried convincing myself it was some spam thing, some random scam. But then another email. This time with a video. I watched myself, my face, my voice saying things. Horrible things. Things that would ruin me. This sync was perfect. Lips, blinks, even the slight nervous tremor I sometimes get when I speak in public. It knew. I paced my apartment, checking every window, every corner. Was someone filming me? Was there a camera hidden here? I even unplugged my router, as if that would help. But the truth is, I don't even post much online. My Instagram is private. My LinkedIn is boring as hell. How did they get enough to build this? That night, I barely slept. Every time I close my eyes, I imagine my boss seeing those files, my parents, my friends, waking up to a nightmare that wasn't real, but looked real enough to destroy me. The next day I got a text, no number, just a message, check your mailbox. I hesitated. My hands shook as I walked down the hallway of my building. I opened the little metal door, and inside there was an envelope, no address, no stamp, just my name printed in block letters. I took it back upstairs, locked the door twice, and sat at the kitchen table. Inside were printed photos. The same images from the email, but this time, some were different, new ones that weren't sent digitally. Different clothes, different settings, things that never happened, but they looked just as real. That's when I noticed something. In the background of one photo, just over my shoulder, there was a reflection, a face, blurry, but watching me. Not me in the photo, me now. Like, Whoever made this wanted me to notice it, a hint or a threat. I scanned every inch of my apartment again, pulled furniture away from the walls, checked vents, looked behind picture frames. I didn't find anything, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. Later that night, the email stopped. The text stopped. No new threats, no demands for money. Just silence. A silence that was almost worse. Like waiting for the next shoe to drop, except you don't know how many shoes there are or when they'll fall. I thought maybe it was over. Maybe they gave up. But then tonight I noticed something that made my skin crawl. On my work computer, on the desktop, a new folder. I didn't put it there. I never saw it before. Its name, Look Behind You. I haven't opened it yet. I don't think I can. I don't know if I should. But the worst part is knowing someone out there can make me do or say anything. Things I've never done. Things I would never do. And no one would ever know the difference. If anyone else has experienced something like this, please let me know. Am I the only one? Or is someone out there watching all of us? Story. 4 implanted memories. I found the envelope on my doorstep last Tuesday. No return address, just my name scribbled in shaky black ink. Inside were 8 printed photos. And I swear, I've never seen these places. I've never met these people. And yet, I'm in every single one. At first, I thought it was some kind of prank. You know, Photoshop. I generated faces, something like that. But the details were unsettling. The exact hoodie I lost years ago. The scar on my wrist from falling off my bike when I was 12. Even the way I tilt my head slightly when I laugh, it's all there. The most disturbing photo shows me sitting at a diner booth. Across from me is a woman, early 30s, dark hair, heavy glasses. She's holding my hand. Her smile is tired, but familiar in a way that squeezes something deep in my chest. There's a date scribbled on the back, the 12th of March 2019. I don't remember this day. I don't remember her. I tried reverse searching the images. Nothing. The diner doesn't exist. The street signs are off. Slightly wrong fonts, misspelled names. It's like someone built a memory from scratch but forgot the fine details. Or didn't care. For the next few days, I started catching myself thinking about that woman. Little flashes of her voice. The way she used to tap her nails against ceramic mugs. I'd be brushing my teeth and suddenly remember her calling me babe in a voice that feels both alien and mine. It doesn't make sense. It's like my brain is filling in gaps that were never supposed to be there. Then came the phone call, private number. When I answered, there was no voice, just breathing, slow, measured. After about 20 seconds, a distorted voice whispered, "Do you remember now?" Then silence. Click. I barely slept that night. My apartment felt wrong, like the furniture wasn't where it should be, even though I hadn't moved anything. At one point, I swear the framed picture of my parents was flipped face down on my shelf. I didn't do that. I wouldn't. Desperate, I dug through old journals, emails, social media, looking for any trace of her. of that life. I found nothing, but the more I searched, the more the memories started forming themselves. A fight in a parking lot, laughing together at some beach, her crying on my shoulder, none of it real, and yet it felt real. The breaking point came yesterday. I woke up to find a sticky note on my bathroom mirror. 3 words written in the same shaky handwriting as the envelope. Stop resisting, accept. I stared at it for a long time. My reflection felt delayed, just half a second too slow, enough to make my skin crawl. I even waved my hand, and for a brief moment, I swear the reflection smiled before I did. There's one last thing. I noticed something odd about the photos under UV light. A faint watermark, tiny numbers barely visible. I googled them. They correspond to some kind of experimental project terminated by a biotech lab 5 years ago. Something about neurological imprint testing. I never signed up for anything like that. Did I? And yet, I can't shake this hollow feeling. Like I'm mourning a life I never actually lived. Or maybe I did and someone took it away. If anyone else has ever found photos like this, or felt their own memories shifting against their will, please tell me. Please. I need to know I'm not alone. Story 5, Criminal Investigation. I never thought I'd have to write something like this, but a few days ago, a plain manila envelope showed up at my apartment door. No return address, no markings. Just my name, printed in all caps, no handwriting, no stamps. I figured it was some mistake. Maybe something I ordered and forgot about, but when I opened it, I felt my stomach twist. Inside were 5 printed photos, glossy, crisp, pictures of me. At first, I thought it was just some prank. In all of them, I'm sitting on a worn-out couch inside ... I don't even know where. A cluttered room, old wood panel walls, peeling paint, a crooked window behind me with nothing but trees outside, dense, tangled forest. In one photo, I'm holding a bottle of water. In another, I'm leaning forward, talking to someone ... But that person's face is blurred out, not pixelated, physically scratched with something sharp, gouged into the photo paper. Every photo where that person should be, it's violently scratched. There was a note too. Just one sentence, printed on plain white paper. These were returned to us during an ongoing kidnapping investigation. You appear next to the victim at a remote location. That's it. No signature. No agency logo. Nothing else. For a few minutes, I genuinely couldn't breathe. I don't remember this. I swear to God I don't. But the photos, they're real. The jacket I'm wearing, the wristwatch, I still own both. Same scuff marks. Same cracked leather strap on the watch. I sat on the floor, spreading the photos out, studying every detail. The couch ... definitely not mine. The room ... not familiar at all. But the forest outside the window, it looked dense, evergreen, maybe Pacific Northwest. Or maybe just ... somewhere rural. Then I noticed something worse. In the third photo, behind me, just barely visible in the reflection of a dirty glass frame on the wall, ... there's a figure. Not the person I'm sitting with, someone else, standing, watching, tall, slouched forward. Unrecognizable, my phone vibrated. A text, unknown number. Just 3 words. Don't investigate this. No punctuation. No explanation. I swear. My hands went cold instantly. I stared at the message for what felt like hours, then it disappeared. I don't mean they deleted it. I mean the entire thread vanished. I tried reverse searching the phone number. Nothing. Totally scrubbed. Same with the envelope, no prints. No trace. I even went to a local print shop to ask if these photos could have been printed there. The guy said no. But the way he looked at them, like he instantly regretted seeing them, made my skin crawl. I keep asking myself how. How could I be there, with someone who's reported missing and not remember any of it? Am I being set up? Is this some horrific mistake? Or did something happen to me that I've completely blocked out? I haven't told anyone yet. I don't even know who I tell. The police? What do I say? Hey, I got photos of me at a kidnapping scene, but I swear I don't remember any of it. How does that even sound? Last night I woke up around 3 a.m. My phone was vibrating. No caller ID. Just ... buzzing on my nightstand. I let it ring. I was too afraid to answer. But after it stopped, a single photo appeared in my gallery. No notification. No message. It was a picture of my front door, taken ... from outside. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm in danger ... or if I already did something I don't remember. If anyone else has ever received something like this, please tell me ... please.